What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys the first part of a brand new OU live. Now a lot of you have been asking me to do a live around SkarmBliss. Now this is definitely a core I really dislike. It's not one I've actually had experience with myself, so this is going to be quite interesting. What I did was actually grab an RMT online, have a bit of a play with it, and change a few things around, because there's some quite interesting things this guy suggested, and I haven't actually tested the team properly, so it's going to be fun. I'm not expecting to do particularly well with this team, because its stall isn't particularly my sort of thing, but we'll have to see. So we've got Dippy the Blissey, with Leftovers and Natural Cure, with Wish, Protect, Seismic Toss and Heal Bell. Very standard Blissey. There's not much point investing in HP, because that HP is just disgusting. I would actually follow my own tradition of keeping odd amounts of HP on there. Yeah, I've just literally imported this with a few changes on there, which is why there might be a couple of mistakes. So next up, we've got MetaRidley the Skarmory, with Rocky Helmet and Sturdy. Now, I couldn't think of whether Rocky Helmet or Leftovers would be the better option. I think Rocky Helmet's good for the time being, but that may end up being changed up, just so I can get some damage on stuff rather than just sitting there being really fat. We've got Iron Head, Defog, Roost, and then finally Whirlwind on there as well. I'm tempted to change Iron Head for Drill Peck or maybe Brave Bird, but that may change later on, as I said, as we progress through, because I'm going to probably end up changing up some of the teams, some parts of the team and stuff like that, because, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm actually really excited to give this team a try. Next up, we've got Nessy the Latias with Latiasite. Now, this is a really weird moveset this guy suggested, and I really want to give this a try, because I've tried to use Reflect type Latias before, and it didn't really work, so I'm hoping this one's going to work. So how it works is you get wall-breaking stuff like Crawdaunt and Heatran, and you trap them in with Whirlpool, because they're normally... Well, I guess Crawdaunt isn't the #1 switch, but you can still just Reflect type and handle that completely, really easily. And Whirlpool also, because Heatran's quite a premier switch in for Latias, and you just Reflect type, so you can take any steel moves and stuff like that. I know Fire's still then resisted. Yeah, you play around it. You play around it's probably the best way to go. With Roost, and then finally Dragon Pulse, which I know doesn't become stab, but the whole point is you sort of stall them out. Whirlpool and Dragon Pulse has slowly sort of whittled them down from there. Next up, we've got Appletini the Victini with Choice Scarf, because we need something fast on this team, because otherwise we're going to get completely crushed, especially with things like Hooper running around. So this is designed to take out Choice Scarf Hooper. So we've got Victory Star with Bolt Strike, V-Create, and then U-Turn, because U-Turn does a huge amount of that thing. And then finally Zen Headbutt as well, so it's quite a standard Victini set, but we need something fast on this. Next up, we've got Doge the Suicune, which is designed to take out physical fire types that Nessy can't handle, and just be really fat at the same time, because this thing is absolutely insane. And also a sort of late game sweeper as well with Calm Mind. Once I've sort of eliminated some of the threats to it, I can definitely work around that really easily. And then finally, we've got Heart the Jirachi with the Shed Shell and Serene Grace. So the Shed Shell is in case Magnezone's around, because Magnezone gives my team a little bit of trouble with MetaRidley and also the Jirachi. And we've got Body Slam on there, so we can paralyze things like Landorus T if that's coming in. Wish to add some more Wish support to our team. Iron Head, and then finally this is our Rocker as well. And this is specially defensive, so obviously this core struggles a little bit with Mega Gardevoir, which is why we've got this guy on here to sort of threaten that out. So hopefully this sort of defensive core with the Doge sort of stapled on there will work quite well. I'm not promising any wins with this. It's going to be more of a fun OU, try out some weird combinations and weird sets, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So what we're going to do, without further ado, is jump straight into a battle. Okay, right, so we're in against a guy who's got quite an interesting team, actually. We've got a lot of UU here. Have we got any? Yeah, we've got Mew. Mew's the OU one, which is quite interesting. I'm not too sure what to expect. I do see the Sticky Web. Sticky Web's going to be a problem. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to lead off with Appletini, as he leads off with Weezing. Okay, I think what we're going to do here... I know Weezing works really well in OU, from previous experience. Oh, not really well, but pretty well. But I do think the Mew's coming in, because a Weezing Mew core is actually not too bad. So we're going to go for... What's going on with these? He does decide to stay in, so what we're going to do is go out into... I mean, we could go out to Nessy and bait something, and I think that's probably what we're going to do, because I don't know what he's going to go for. He does go for the Sludge Wave. Okay. I don't know, I would probably run Sludge Bomb on this, just to, unless is that Specs Wheezing? It's not Specs Wheezing, is it? We're going to go for Whirlpool here, as he does decide to stay in. He does go for the Willow, that's absolutely fine. This is what this Stall Breaker, counter Stall Breaker Nessy does, is we can actually... Reflect type here. Sludge Wave's then going to do absolutely nothing. And we can just Roost up. Really, really nice. Well, it's actually putting in work, which is the funny thing. Taking out this Wheezing. Oh my goodness. I know I've got a burn on me, but I don't mind a burn too much. Just because I can get some nice damage off on this guy. And 4 or 5 turns. How many turns have we done? 1, 2. Okay, so I'm just going to fire off a D-Pulse here, just to speed things along, as he does go for the Pain Split. That's okay. We can go for a Roost here, and if he does decide to go for an attacking move, we can actually take him out for Dragon Pulse after this, which is really, really nice. And it's just all about weakening things as much as possible with Nessy, I think, taking out some of the counters, and he does go for another Pain Split. He's not letting me go down. Yeah, he's not going to let himself go down. We're going to go for another Whirlpool, though. Just in case he does decide to stay in. He does go out into the Blastoise. I think that's okay, because what we can do now is we can go out into Blissey. Because Blissey completely walls Blastoise. Even Aurasphere, I think, we can probably take those pretty well. Dragon Pulse, so I am... yeah, it was not the typing he's thinking of. So maybe... Oh, sorry, I'm going a bit funny with my drink. So maybe he's going a bit, I don't know, maybe he's a little bit confused with that. But what we can do here is we can drop a Wish Up, because that's not going to really do much. And I think this time we're going to Protect, just to make sure, because we need to keep Dippy Egg at a good amount. Oh, do we need to keep Dippy Egg at a good amount of HP? Maybe. I think Nessy's more important here. As it goes down to Haxorus here. As we go out into Nessy, really, it's good to get the health, but I'm a bit worried about this Haxorus now. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into MetaRidley, and does go for the DD. This is going to be scary. Okay, what we can do, though, is just go for a Whirlwind, because even an Outrage, I don't think is going to do massive amount. Yeah, Dragon Claw, yeah, we can take those. And that's definitely an argument for why Rocket Helmet's good. Goes down to Bravery. I don't think Bravery can do too much, so I'm just going to pop an Iron Head on him, just to get a little bit of damage off on him, and force him out, potentially. Does go for Rock Slide, yeah, we can take those, absolutely fine. Iron Head, just to get a bit of damage. And we can just go for a Roost. Goes out into Galvantula now, okay. Could be going for the electric move here. So we're going to go into Dippy Egg, because Dippy Egg does handle this guy. Does go for Sticky Web. To be honest, outside of maybe the Victini, Sticky Web isn't massively problematic for my team. So we're going to go for a Wish here, as he does go for the Volt Switch. We are at a full amount of HP with the Skarm, so we can always defog these away if we want to. Hopefully that's going to be okay. What I'm really worried about, though, is because I'm running Stall, these lives are going to be really, really long. But I don't know, it should be okay. What we're going to do, though, is... Considering how little that did, I think we need to get Dippy Egg up to full. As he does go out into Wheezing here. That's absolutely fine. And I think what we'll do here is, I think Victini actually walls this thing. So we're going to go down to Victini, and we're going to fire off a Zen Headbutt, I think. Does try and go for Willow here. That's absolutely fine. And I think we're going to go for Zen Headbutt. Oh no, maybe V-Create. V-Create would be good, because we could do a lot to that Mew. I think he's going to go out into Mew. Goes down to Blastoise. Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Because Blastoise lacks recovery. And Dippy Egg is a switch 100% of the time. So that's absolutely fine. We just need to keep working away. Keeping our walls alive. And using Appletini for sort of extra offensive pressure as well. Does go for the Water Pulse here. That's absolutely fine. We can fire up a Wish again. And go out into something else. As he does the Dragon Pulse, potentially predicting a switch. We can just go for a Seismic Toss here, as he does go down to Wheezing. That's absolutely fine. What we can do now is I think make another aggressive switch out into Appletini. Because he could... I know he might be going for Pain Split, but Pain Split's not going to give him too much HP back, I don't think. Yeah, it's not going to be too much. And I think this time we're going to go for Zen Headbutt. Whoa, that does so much less than I expected it to do. That's incredible. But I think we just go for Zen Headbutt again. Because he doesn't know if I'm banded or if... he doesn't know if I'm Scarf or not. He does go on to Mew here. Okay, Mew's a bit scary. What could this Mew be? Is he going to be special? I have a feeling he's special considering the number of physical hits. So we're going to go on to Dippy Egg here. And see what he's going to do. He does go for the Ice Beam. That's absolutely fine. So tricky to know what to do here. Because if this is a nasty plot, I may end up going out into Jirachi here. I think Jirachi's the switch here. It goes down to Weezing. As I'm out into Jirachi, I know a Flamethrower might be coming my way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back out into Victini. Because we're still weakening quite a lot of his mons here. And he's having to make a lot of 50-50 switches with the Weezing. Hopefully he doesn't make the play and go for Sludge Wave. He does not. Okay. What we're going to do though is we're going to click V-Create. That does not take him out, unfortunately. But I think we still outspeed after the speed drop. So we just need to pass the wish into Appletini. That's going to be the main thing. So we're going to go for another V-Create here. Take out that Weezing, which is really, really nice. Because the Weezing's just being a bit of a pain now. It'd be good to try and heal up Appletini if we could. He does go onto the Blastoise, as we're going to... Oh, she goes down to Blastoise. I don't know, also... yeah. We're going to go out into our Dippy Egg again. Because Dippy Egg's 100% a safe switch here. As Aura Sphere really doesn't do enough. And we're going to fire off a Wish. If we can try and get some HP back with... Jirachi, Victini, that would be really, really nice. We're going to go for a Protect. As he is just firing off these Aura Spheres. But I think Victini can take an Aura Sphere. So, I'm not too unhappy to go for a Wish here. And go out into Victini. He does end up forfeiting. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to jump out straight into the next battle. Okay, so we're against a guy who's got some quite scary things. We've got a Mew poking out the back there. And, possibly, like, maybe physically defensive. Mew, Celebi. Pairing both of those up is quite interesting. So that adds quite a bit of U-turn weakness there. We've got a Arcanine, which could be defensive. Doge pretty much handles that thing. Even Wild Charges, I think I should be okay. Gyarados is a little bit scary. But as I said, Doge is designed for those sort of really offensive water types as well. The physical ones. So hopefully we should be okay. But in terms of lead, I'm not entirely sure what to expect here. Kieran B is going to be interesting to try and beat. I'm hoping Skarmory will be able to handle that, though Ice Beam could be a potential problem from that aspect. So, I think probably the safest lead is actually to lead off of Victini, because then we have a more of sort of a reactive thing from here. So he does go out into Blazer. I'm so tempted to click Bolt Strike here, but I know something else is coming in. So we're going to click U-Turn and hope that he decides to switch out, because you'd be insane to stay on a Victini, which almost every single Victini runs Bolt Strike. I mean, come on, switch. You need to switch. In terms of which one's the Mega, I would probably say the Meta. He stays in. That is a manly man right there. What we can do, though, is we can get into Doge, and I know we're unresisted, but Burns will be really, really nice, and we can eat up Waterfalls absolutely fine, and just fire off a Scald here. Once the Celebi's out the way, though, I guess Mew might be a problem, but we'll have to see. He does go out into Green Leaf, that's absolutely fine. We can go out into a few different things. I'm tempted by the Latias, because that's going to bring in, what's that going to bring in? Maybe go out to Jirachi, because I think I can handle this guy, and if we paralyze him with a Body Slam, that would be really nice. He does go for the Energy Ball. Okay, that's great. He does look to be potentially specially defensive, but we can fire off a Body Slam here. I hate Jirachi. This is, to be honest, this is full of things I hate. I hate Crocune. I hate, Jirachi. I hate, SkarmBliss. There's a lot of things I really don't like. Oh, that does nothing. But the Spadef drop, though. Oh, my goodness. Okay, apparently I've been recognised. For some reason, I'm being recognised a lot more recently. Which is quite interesting. I don't know what it is after, like, people just seem to be able to find me now and stuff like that. No, I'm complaining. It's good to chat to people. But we're just going to fire off a Seismic Toss to get some damage. And I'm probably going to protect here just to scout what this guy's up to. It's the lack of item there. Is he? I smell a Rocky Helmet Arcanine there. I'm going to protect just to see. Close combat. Okay. Well, we're going to go on to Doge, because Doge is pretty good. I feel really bad if this guy knows me, and he's going to see this horrible team. Yeah, I'm in the D... Yeah, he's asking if I'm the GBA. I'm in the D-League. So he does go for the close combat here. That does quite a bit. So maybe that's banded. We're going to go for Scald, because... Actually, ooh, do we just rest here? I think we just rest here, because we're going to play the long game. We're playing the long game. Because he's not... By the looks of things, that might... I'm sure 30... That does seem to be quite a bit of HP that he's taken off there. 36% with an unstab close combat. I'm willing to say that might be Intimidate, bluffing the Rocky Helmet, but that's banded. I'm not going to run calcs, but my gut feeling tells me that. I'm not 100% sure. This does go for the close combat again. Well, we can go for the rest here. That's absolutely fine. We could go into something else, but I'm really scared that this isn't banded. And I don't know. Scar might be able to take that, but not as well as I hope. So let's just go for a Sleep Talk here. As he does just go back into Green Leaf. So that's absolutely fine. I've really not got a problem with that. I mean, we could be potentially able to take this Mew out. Not Mew, Green Leafs out. But I want to kind of save this guy. I know a Energy Ball is coming my way, so we're going to go for the Appletini here. As he does go for the Energy Ball. Bit of an aggressive play on my part, but I think it's worth it to get that U-turn initiative. He does end up staying in, though. Okay, what we'll do here is go out into... he's going to go for the Shadow Ball. And we can go out to Blissey here, because if he lacks recovery, which he might do, he does go for his own U-turn. Okay, that's definitely interesting. What's he going to go out into? Maybe the, well, as I said, we're going to assume that the, that this guy is banded, because I'm pretty sure this guy is banded. There's no harm in going for a Protect here, just to scout out, and see what he's going to go for. He does go for the CC again. I think this is probably time for Nessy to shine, because, I mean, we're physically defensive, and, I think we can take close combats. It's resisted. We're physically defensive. Okay, yeah, we can take those. Considering we're going to Mega up next turn as well. So we can Mega Evolve here. And I'm going to go for a Whirlpool. See what he goes out into. He does go out into the Kyurem. That could be problematic. But we've trapped him. We've trapped him. And, yeah, that was quite a bold switch. Because if I'd have gone for the Dragon Pulse there, this thing would have definitely taken quite a bit of damage. Let's see. So, MetaRidley's probably our best switch here. Just to whittle this guy down. He does go for that Ice Beam. I was fearing the Ice Beam. Really fearing the Ice Beam. He is Life Orb as well. How much we do need this guy. Okay. Mixed. This guy is definitely a bit of a problem. That does so much damage. That's insane. Okay. Let's go for the Sleep Talk here. He does reveal that he's got the Roost. Come on, go, get a Scald. Ah, damn it. Okay, right. We're going to go for another Scald here just to fish the burn, because we do need to try and get a burn on this guy. Goes to Dragon Claw. And Scald does snag the burn. Excellent. I feel really bad. But this is how this team works, is you just be a douchebag to everyone. And, oh... But no, Kyurem Black is definitely a problem for this team. Especially when... I don't know if it's Scarfed or not. So 317 speeds, yeah. So I'm not going to be outspeeding that if that's a timid one. But I don't know whether it would be more along the Adamant lines. I'm not 100% sure. But we can just wall this guy now, so we can just Sleep Talk. And I think he's going to let this guy go down. the combination of Life Orb and Burn is going to be able to take him down. So we just need an opportunity as well to try and heal up MetaRidley. Maybe, no, I do need physically defensive is probably the best way to go. It does go on to Mew. Now, Mew can do, as you guys know, can do pretty much anything. Which does worry me. I don't know if this is physically offensive, it's physically defensive, special. I almost want to just test the water here. Let's test the water. He's special. Okay, okay. I see. So your Life Orb special. Doesn't get the burn. Okay, that's fine actually, because I don't really want to burn on my guy. But we can go into Dippy Egg here and pretty much wall this guy. And we could possibly pass a Wish here, which would be really, really nice. So we're going to go for a Wish, because we know that Doge can take any hit from the incoming Arcanine. Does go back out into Arcanine. Okay, that's fine. Unless he goes for Wild Charge here, which would be a really, really good play. If he does go for the Wild Charge, definitely does go for the CC again. We can live that, and that means we get a lot of our HP back, which is really... Blimey. Okay, okay. Well, what we'll do is we can go for Scald here, and we can actually take out that Celebi. The Celebi is no longer a switch-in. And the Mew's going to be whittled down by Life Orb. Okay, I know this session's going to be this live's going to be a long one, because obviously Stall is never really good for lives and stuff like that, but it's something people don't do that often. So it's special. We can go back out to Dippy Egg, and T-Bolt, yeah, not going to do much. And I think I'm almost tempted to fire off a Seismic Toss here. Does have, oh my goodness, the Psyshock, goodness. Okay, that does a lot. But I'm sure we're going to be able to work this out. X-Drive, okay. A-Drive fan right here. I'm just going to go out to Doge, because Doge does handle X-Drive pretty well. Bullet Punch. I don't think Bullet Punch would have killed Blissey at 41%. So I probably could have healed up on that. Does go for the Meteor Mash. Please don't get the... Oh, goodness. Well, Scald and... Oh, God, we're going to get the burn. Okay, this team's all really horrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, please guys don't hate me. You guys asked for SkarmBliss and I brought you SkarmBliss. So please don't be mean to me in the comments. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this team is horrible. Because I mean, even physically defensive Suicune as just a physical wall, it's actually not that bad. Obviously, like, really offensive wall-breaking mixed attackers does give us some problems, but apart from that, and also that was a very manly play at the start. Yeah, I'm still boggled that he decided to stay in and take a potential Bolt Strike on the chin, which would have been really good to take out that Gyarados straight away. But I don't think this might be his Mega Gyarados then, which is interesting. But Doge handles Dragon Lance Mega Gyarados fairly well, and we have the Latias as well. I know that the Latias, if we can get a Reflect type off them, maybe. Okay, so we're back now. He does end up going out into his Gyarados and we get another burn. Oh my goodness, this team is horrible. What we're going to do, though, is just stay in. I don't see any harm in doing that, because he has got the leftovers there. Actually, did he show leftovers at the start? Was I just blind? Yeah, he did show lefties. Okay, I'm blind. I'm blind. What we're going to do, though, is just go for Scalds, because I think from here, Suicune does clean up, which is really, really nice. Yeah, because we've got a burn on that, we've got a burn on that, we've got a burn on Gyarados, and then finally the Arcanine as well. And I'll just let him know that I am recording the battle. So yeah, I think we do potentially 6-0 this guy here from using Doge, which I feel really bad for. Goes down to Arcanine here. How much is a Skull gonna do? A Skull just kills my crit. This team, I don't know whether it's the team being douchebaggy, and then because it's douchebaggy it gets good hacks, or just I'm just being really lucky. I have no idea. But all I know is this team's really, really horrible. We're just gonna go for Skulls, because even a crit Stone Edge ignoring burn is just not doing much at all, and he is going to end up going down to burn there. I think his only real way would be to go out into to try and kill me would be to go out to Celebi to fire off an Energy Ball, which he does end up doing. But what we can do is we can go out to Dippy Egg here, and that means we can get a free Wish off as well, which is really nice, because we can take all of these hits. Now, obviously, one of the big questions is Blissey better than Chansey? And I think, personally, I prefer Blissey. I know Blissey doesn't wall things as well, but having that extra leftovers recovery, because you can see here, 11% means actually he's only doing 5% because of the leftovers recovery, whereas with Chansey, it may do 9%, but you're sort of... So, what I'm trying to say is that the Blissey takes, like, sort of weaker hits really, really well. Like, it's almost impossible to beat it with weaker, non-super effective hits, whereas Chansey is much, much better at taking really powerful hits and stuff like that. So, they sort of work either way. Also, Blissey's a lot less weak to knockoff, which I really like, especially with this team being... it's not too weak to knockoff, I guess. We do have 3 psychic types, though, so we have got a bit of weakness from there. And we'll see from there. I'm not too sure. Yeah. We do have a little bit of a knockoff weakness, but I'm not too mad about that. But we can go back out to Doge here, and I think we pretty much wall from here. Yeah, Ice Punch does 4%. 4% is just disgusting. I know he's burnt and it's resisted, but it's still not doing much at all. And I think we finally clean up from here. Managing to 6-0 the guy with this horrible, horrible team. Yeah, it's definitely GG. Oh, this team. Why did you guys ask me to make this team? Or at least build this team? I know it's, as I said, it's adapted from a... another version, but we will be able to just take this guy out with a couple of Scalds. Crunch isn't going to do anything at all, but he does get the defense drop, but Doge doesn't really care. And I think the combination, I think Scald, 12%, maybe I might be able to take this guy out after leftovers. Oh no, maybe not. It's a shame. Okay, so he does just go for the water. Even with the defense drop, it's still doing nothing. And he does end up dying there, so yeah. I think that's going to wrap it up for this half of the live. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battles that we did have, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.